Cali, what's up?
What's up? How are we?
We got a guest. Actually, you wasn't here the first time our guest came on. She came in last year. Actually, she's a relation to our friend, Shanice.
Oh, really? Wow. Hey.
She actually looks just like Shanice's mom, actually.
Yeah, I actually could see that. So, like, yeah. Wait, blood relation?
Oh, yeah, straight blood.
Oh, my God. Well, hello.
Oh, yeah, straight out of picture. Straight blood. And,
wow.
No, wait, we ain't speaking to her yet.
I know, I just said, wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, my bad. So, anyway, the stuff people can hear before we come on. Jeez, you crazy. So, look, check this out. Cali's going to come a little later.
Yes.
You know, as you know, he's a school teacher, and he has obligations. Right now, first week of school, so right now, parents are learning to be parents. You know, they actually have to be parents now. Yeah. So you got that stuff going on. Also, another Jacob Blake, was that his name? What's the brother's name? Guy got shot in the back the other day. Jacob Blake Jr.
Yep.
Shot in the back 7 times. Paralyzed. Right now, he's paralyzed from the waist down. You got to go through a bunch of more surgeries. You know, we're gonna talk about that. We got not only are we gonna talk about music in Summarae, we're gonna talk about the social injustice, whole bunch of stuff. But before we bring her on,
yes,
you got a brand new video.
Okay.
It's called You Are.
You Are.
Very, very, very sexy.
Let's get into it. I want to see this.
Yeah, it's hot. It's really hot. Summarae, You Are. On the Outhouse.
My goodness, Mercedes. Did you see the way he looked at me?
Oh, yeah, I know, but are you sure he's the one?
I'm positive. He's amazing.
But he travels so much.
So what? Distance has nothing to do with anything.
Just take your time and think about it.
Well, I promise. After I work my magic on him.
I'm excited and nervous, 'cause I'm falling in love with you. I'm scared of being hurt and having no one to turn to. My heart's been broke so much, it's hard to let it go. We can't move on too fast, we got to take it slow. You are the air I breathe, you give me energy. God made you just for me, with you I can do anything. With you I can't go wrong, my life can now go on. I found you again, I'll be with you until the end. If I take this one chance, you promise to love me back, will you? Be the man for me and love all of me.
Allie.
Yes. Hey.
And we have our guest. She's here.
Hi, I'm here. Hey, family.
Hi,
Get
Summer.
out of Pittsburgh.
Hi.
What's going on with you?
I'm here enjoying the fellowship. What's going on with you?
Well, first of all, I'm doing fine. We're doing fine. We're
Good.
changing our, since the COVID happened, we changed our format a little bit. We used to go to a studio. And so during this whole COVID time, there's only like one studio we have. Mm-hmm. And everyone uses the same mic. Everyone uses the same everything. And then we have like maybe one engineer that may engineer like 5 or 6 shows. Wow. And so during the COVID, that was the risk I couldn't take. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then, you know what? And so, I got a computer, got a green screen, got the whole setup. I was like, you know what? Our show wasn't a visual at first.
Right.
Now we can be visual. You know what I'm saying? We just got to work out other little kinks. But I was like, you know what? We can do this. And we could probably do 2 or 3 shows a week if Allie's up for it. Because she got a whole bunch of things going on. And right. So we was like, you know what? We can just do this from here. It's better. I ain't got to go nowhere. I ain't got to pick up my stuff and take it anywhere. I'm like right here.
Right.
So, thanks for
and
coming
we all have to adjust and adapt. So,
I always say Trump was good for something. One thing he did do, he got black folks on their feet to start doing stuff. You know what I'm saying?
We're definitely.
You know how many businesses have been started? I mean, I've seen so many lash businesses, the masks matching the clothes. I mean, we could do a little better. But, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, and I'm here for supporting our sisters, okay? The lip glosses, everything. The wigs. Oh, because, I've been buying them,
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not the strongest of species that survives. It's the one that's most adaptable. So,
absolutely.
Did you write this song during quarantine?
No, I did not write it during quarantine. I wrote it a few years ago, and it was actually written because a girlfriend of mine was in a new relationship, and just by talking to her, I was able to feel her energy, the butterflies, the nervousness, the excitement, the anticipation. And I just took notes and I just went with it.
And now did you tell her that you was going to be writing this song off of her?
No.
No? But when she heard it, she knew it was about her though, right?
Listen, that's part of the creativity, and when you're speaking with a writer, you can possibly be incorporated into a story. So that's the risk you take.
It is. It's all up for grabs, okay?
Now, this is your 3rd song you released, correct?
This is my 3rd single, yes.
Your third single. The first one,
Love Hurts.
Love Hurts. That's my cut. I love that song.
You love Hurts. I did too.
I love it. I mean, 'cause I remember last time you've been married for how long now?
We've been married 19 years this year.
That's what's up. Congratulations on that.
And that's why I wrote Love Hurts.
How does it hurt you been together with somebody for 19 years?
But it feels good.
Okay.
It hurts, but it feels good.
Love hurts, but it feels so good.
Please don't tell me that. Yeah.
I told you that before.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So what goes? Okay. Other than picking off people's brains to write your songs, what other things are involved in songwriting? Because you write your own songs, correct?
I write my own lyrics. When I first write a song, I have no idea what the lyrics are going to be. I have no idea what theme is going to be, and anytime I write, I pray and I ask God to give me the words or give me the melody.
Okay. Now,
normally the producer, he gives the singer or the artist a track to write to. But in our case, and I work with the legendary multi-platinum producer Butter from LA.
Yeah.
And so what happens is I come up with a melody, I record it, and if it sounds good, I come up with another melody, and that may be the chorus or the verse, and so forth, and the bridge, and then whatever vibe I get, I start writing to that.
That's awesome.
Then give him the lyrics, and the melody, and he creates the track around what I wrote. So we kind of reverse it.
Now, is it easier to write a love ballad than it is to write an up-tempo?
Well, you know what? It seems to me that I tend to gear more towards ballads. I don't know what it is, but something about ballads that, I think because love is universal.
Trying to save R&B.
No,
please.
I just think love is just universal. It's something that everyone wants. We need it. And it's just easy for me to write love songs as opposed to up-tempo songs. But I do have an up-tempo song coming up. Not real fast, but it's enough to make you,
That's what's up.
it has a little bounce to it.
I mean, I think that's great that you're able to write music that's kind of timeless because it didn't feel like it was written 3 years ago. And you know how some things can sound dated and you can tell like where they're from. Like, it's like if I wrote a joke and I'm using nuances or things that are like from 2018, you'll be able to tell if it's geared around that. But I love that about like songwriting. So that's good because I was like, this sounds like new, I mean, it is new, it's newly released, but that's actually pretty awesome that you're like, wrote it 3 years ago. We're just gonna reach in the bag and pull it out. And now I'm shooting a video and that's awesome.
Yeah,
So
I have a lot of songs like that. The video was actually shot here in Pittsburgh by a gentleman by the name of Jordan Beckham. And the guest in the video is actually my husband. That's my boo in the my boo in the video. That's
I was like, that looks like real attraction and love right there. I was like,
nobody knows that too much, but yeah, he made a guest appearance in my video. My boo.
No, I was like,
Zaddy, as I call him, Zaddy.
Right. I was like, I was like, he's been in a lot of videos, or I've seen him somewhere before, but I've seen him on your post.
Yes.
Okay, that's what is it. Okay. Now, what's your relationship with Butter? I see you post him a lot.
Well, he's my producer, but he's also my spiritual brother.
Okay. Because I know you always refer to him as your brother a lot.
Yes, I do. And actually, Shawnice introduced us.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and then a lot of people don't know that she was actually my vocal producer on Love Hurts and You Are. And now, if you listen, and I actually had in Love Hurts my aunts Penny.
Oh, Penny and Crystal.
Yeah, they were singing background with me on Love Hurts and Shawnice actually co-wrote Love Hurts with me too. So.
Oh wow.
Crystal and Penny they sang at my birthday party 3 years in a row for free.
That's beautiful.
Everybody's like, how the hell you get them out here for free? And since we last spoke, Patrick passed away.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, and he was really good guy. He was really nice guy. Can sing as well. The whole family is talented. You know what I'm saying? Even so, that was Shawnice's daughter would be your great niece, right?
Shawnice is my first cousin.
No, her daughter will be what?
My second cousin.
Now she can sing.
Yes, she sings as well.
Right, and the little boy can rap. He got like an EP out right now.
Absolutely.
And he's a gamer, and he's a basketball player. So they are very busy over there.
Yeah, it's a family full of talent for sure.
Yes, and that's why Love Hurts is so special to me because it included, a lot of us.
Yeah, that's what's up.
It was a family affair.
Yeah, and then Tahir is like a techie, your brother.
Yes, that's my baby brother.
Your younger brother, and Ruba is just a superstar. He does everything. He can sing, dance.
He does it all.
Jaruba went with me to my junior prom. Like, yes, we went together. And oh my God, we had a blast. Like, I just knew it. Like, I was like up at the house, I was like, you want to go? He was like, yeah, I want to go. And then we were just like, oh my God, it was like really whack. But then how you just make it fun and go to Burger King afterwards? That's high school for you.
Ruba can make a napkin fun.
Yeah.
He's got that kind of bravado. He got that.
I always tell him, I said, Ruba, I want to be in your world. because he always said, well, this is Ruba's world. I'm like, I want to be in your world. Let me in your world, Ruba.
There's enough room, but there's not enough room.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
So wait, so how?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask you. So like, you know, the song's released, and like normally, you know, you release a song, you release a video, then you start to kind of do some press things, you know, and then or you like start to book some gigs and perform. So how are you handling that now with everything that's going on? Because the stuff shut down still, you know?
Right. I have to evolve. So what I'm doing now is I'm about to release another song soon. It's being mastered at this moment. I'm also attempting to write a book. No one else knows that. That's a secret. Nobody knows it.
Oh, you heard it first here.
You heard it first here.
You're hearing it first here.
Right. Now I can start blabbing.
Right. And as far as music wise, artists are going to have to do more shows virtually.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what we're going to have to do. You know, now I know there are some that, you know, still want to perform and are doing performances outside, but I'm not comfortable with that yet.
Really? So what are you waiting for? A vaccine, or are you just waiting for, I mean, because, you know, a lot of people that I've spoken with, they're like not down with the vaccine.
I'm definitely not. Well, you know, my dad.
Right.
I'm my dad's daughter. I'm not down with the vaccine, okay?
Right.
So I have to give a shout out to my dad, Uncle
Ron.
Spirit, Uncle Ron, Uncle Spirit, Daddy, as I call him.
He taught me how to play chess.
He taught me how to play chess.
Yeah, man, it was, man, we had some great times together. Great.
I'm not very good at it now, but.
Right. Well, neither am I. I believe it or not, I think the last time I played was when he had taught me, because none of my immediate buddies play. You know, but no, he wonderful guy. So, okay. So this next video. Now I've seen you had two different guys in your video. Actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, let me rewind, because you were supposed to shot Love Hurt out here.
I did shoot Love Hurts there, and Ruba was one of the directors of Love Hurts.
Now, I don't know if you know this story. Ruba had me, I had reserved like 3 houses up in Beverly Hills. Ruba, because we were supposed to shoot this video in these houses, right? And Ruba had no idea the prices go up once you cross Wilshire Boulevard.
Right.
And then I told Ruba the price that was going to cost to rent the house, and to this day I have not heard from him.
I don't blame him.
I have not heard from Ruba to this day.
I don't blame him.
Next thing you know, the video was shot. You know, the video came and I was like, oh, I guess they won't be needing my services. You know, getting away from music a little bit. What is the climate out there in Pittsburgh? Like the climate out here, it was up and then it kind of died down. It was a lot of marching. There was a lot of looting going on out here. It kind of came down a little bit. So what is the climate like out in Pittsburgh where you are on the East Coast?
There were a lot of protests. We didn't have much looting and so forth, but a lot of protests, a lot of frustration, anger, and frustration, anger, you know, where people are tired, unfairness, you know, the same as everywhere else.
Right, yeah, but because the difference out here was, this is like, maybe they call it an uprising, riot, or whatever you call it. Put it in the category, whatever you want to put it in. But what was different about this one? See, like we had the Watts riot, we had the Rodney King riot, and then we had this thing. And normally they all take place in the same area, right? But what happened this time, and I don't know if it's through social media, they went to like high-end parts of the city, like Santa Monica. Are you familiar with Santa Monica?
I'm familiar.
Santa Monica, like right on the cusp, like right near Beverly Hills, which threw everyone off. And they were, I hate to use the
term. They were hitting them where it hurts. They were hitting them where it hurts. They were playing games. Right. I mean, they had Melrose. It was so bad that I saw nail shops. spray painting black owned, and I was like, you tried it. No, we know it's not. No, we know it's not. If we know it's not. I was like, please don't hit my nail shop though. They're nice. They don't judge. I speak Korean. I know what they'd be saying. Please do we not hit them. But like they hit everything out here. But let's get into it. We're gonna go to break and we'll be right back. We got DJ Cali coming through. So and we will be back with more some more.
Summarae, don't leave. Don't leave.
I'll be right here.
Powered by Protest Party. So there are protests happening all day long, and you can see them here on protestparty.tv every single day, guys. And we are back in the outhouse with our guest Summer. Yes, welcome back.
I'm still here, y'all. Hey,
how you doing? Hey, did we watch your video yet? Did I miss the video already?
Yeah, you missed the video.
I watched it a couple of times online yesterday, though.
Yeah,
thank you, DJ Cali.
You're welcome.
She landed in that bed, didn't she?
Yeah. I said I watched it a couple of times, didn't I? I did say that.
Right. I watched it a couple of times, but I haven't watched it as many times I watched WAP.
Oh.
I'm not doing a video like that.
Keeping it wet.
Right. That was
Keeping
something
it
else.
wet.
Right. I was where was I? I was somewhere and these ladies were talking about it. And there was, actually I'm a heterosexual, so I actually like the video. And they happened to turn to me and was like, what did you think about it? And I had to immediately slip into their zone. I thought it was disgusting. I really thought it was disgusting. Really no place for this.
I heard there was a lot of controversy behind it. So a friend of mine had posted it, and I was like, what's the controversy going on here? I was just like, that's the new Fox and the new Kim. That's the way I looked at it.
That's what I don't understand. Do we not ever listen to DMX's lyrics? What about Mystical? Literally at the start of the song, he's like, I came here with my dick in my hand.
Yeah, sure enough.
And we're just like, oh, did he? Did he? Oh, he did. Really, and you guys are getting mad because we're just like, okay, like you guys have heard City Girls Pussy Talk, right? I love that song. It is like, I'm just like, yes, I'm all about the vagina music. We can talk, if y'all talk about it, and they talk about it doing really mean things. And we talk about it the real stuff. But remember, I keep saying, I am shook that Meg Thee Stallion can find different ways to keep talking about it. I thought she would have ran out of lyrics long ago. And she's just.
I didn't know what the controversy was. Was the controversy for the video or the lyrics?
Both.
Oh, see, and I was like, maybe I'm just old.
We had 2 Live Crew.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe I'm just old and I grew up on 2 Live Crew, and it's just I guess
which was nothing. They're really not saying anything compared to what they were saying. But I understand it's just you got more people with a voice, and you get to hear what everyone has to say because everybody has a platform to say something.
That is it. There it is. Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a double standard,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
that's always been because they're females.
Yeah, that's always there.
Okay, you're a female artist. What is your opinion about it?
Hey, art is expression. They express themselves, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
That's not my expression, but.
Yeah,
I'm good with it. I thought they did an excellent job. I love Megan Thee Stallion, so I'm a fan of Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, she's got way better flows than Cardi B.
I'm a fan of Cardi B too. So
it's not about flows. It's about who I vibe with, who's catchy to me, who I want to listen to. I know you guys are purists about the rap and stuff, but people are purists about everything. People are purists about stand-up, and I'm going to keep doing it the way I'm doing it. So.
Oh no! Even Allie, even in your field, there were Red Fox, Rudy Ray Moore, Andrew Dice Clay. There are a bunch of comics that fall into that same category as people say they're too filthy. Look, as they always say, you can turn the dial, turn it off if you don't have to listen to it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you have that right. Summer.
Yes.
You have children in school?
I do.
Okay, so how are your kids? So what are they physically going to school? Is it virtual? Because before you answer, Cali is a school teacher, and I got a chance to speak with him last week. We talked for some time, and he was like, for the first time, he feels that some parents have to actually parent now because a lot of parents who sending their kids to school for the teachers as he is to be babysat.
Mm-hmm.
And so what adjustment did you have to make, and are your kids making the adjustment, or is it the kids are physically going to school? What's going on with you?
Well, my two youngest, I have three total. One's grown and he lives in Atlanta. He's also a producer. Shout out to my son, Shot Beats. Mm-hmm. But my two youngest, one will be 17 and one is 14. I'm working from home. Mm-hmm. So my husband's working from home since March 17th. I think we've been home, and they've been home since that time as well. Their school, they have two options. They can either go into school physically, or they can stay virtual. Mm-hmm. And we decided to have them stay virtual for now.
All Black folks did.
For now.
Yeah, and that's good.
You know, they're no problem. You know, it's a time for us to reconnect, to be together. But now, if they were younger, you know, maybe 6 or 7, I would still want them home, but it would be a little bit more challenging with me working from home and my husband working from home, and then having to fix lunch and, you know, trying to get everything situated for them. It would be a little bit more challenging, but, you know, I would welcome the opportunity. You just adjust. Like I said earlier, you just have to adjust. But I understand the concerns either way. I get it.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, okay, because I have, you know, I work, I'm a high school and college official. All right. And so we have a whole district that just shut down completely. Wow. And so, and, you know, and in that part of the area, it's a 2-parent, 1-parent work. I mean, it's a pretty uppity area. And so what I've been hearing is that the relationship between the kid and parent hasn't been so great, because now they're around their kids a lot, you know?
Well,
that's just what I've been hearing.
But that is true. I mean, you need a break from your kids, and they need a break from you.
So are you like making their lunches in the morning? I mean, so how is it? I mean, are you making their lunch at lunch, or are you making
I have to eat.
Okay.
So they eat too. I'm not just gonna make myself something to eat.
No, I just thought that
y'all get your own stuff. Sometimes.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right.
They're pretty self-sufficient though.
Yeah, 14 and 17, they better be.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it better be. You better go in there and mama's tired, make you something to eat.
And so the school is open, and the kids have the option.
That is correct.
Mm.
So I mean, so when he's on the computer or whatever, he's obviously doing it through Zoom or whatnot, right?
Yes, my 2 daughters.
So half of this. So there are some students in the classroom, and then some on the.
That is correct.
Really?
Yep.
Cali, is that working with you?
They didn't start. They didn't start yet, so I really don't know how this is going to work.
Oh, they hadn't started yet.
No, they start Monday.
I was gonna say probably come in.
Let me tell you,
after Labor Day next week.
What my niece did. So she's been doing virtual, and she lives up in Sacramento, and she's been like, they have the classes. She has her 8 classes throughout the day, right? Or like 7. I don't know. She's in school for 8 hours a day. And like they get a 30-minute lunch, right? But you don't have to have your camera on and stuff like that. But she said that her teacher ended the Zoom call early, and which is why she was gonna go swimming, right? And this is why I happen to know about this day. She said she was going swimming, and then her mom's like, okay, this teacher ended your class early, but what about the rest of your day? The rest of your teachers, what's going on? She's like, no, the teacher had something with her son. Call the teacher. It's not what happened. Everything, I feel like the parents are able to access the teacher so much faster now versus when like I was in school, you got to wait to hear back. You either email, you call the school, and you wait for the teacher to call you back. It was like instantly like, hey, did you end your class early? And they were like, no. And then she was like, I'm in trouble right away. So she's like, she's loving homeschool because she just gets to do her. And I'm like, you're just going to go swimming, huh? Just gonna.
Hey, that's interesting because I'm late for our show because I was on a Zoom school. We had a Zoom school meeting, ESU meeting, and there were parents in there complaining like, I can't stand it because I can't access the teacher as easily as when we're on campus. Because, you know, when you're on campus, they just storm up to the school, bang on the door, and blah, 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 blah. So that's really funny. So on the flip side, yeah, there's parents that are just like, I send a teacher email and I can't get back and blah, blah, blah. And so we were just talking like, you know, we're barraged with, we have so many emails coming in because we are on distance learning. Far more emails I had, I think, in the past 6-7 years of teaching. Because
now, how do you feel about that? Are you nervous or
nervous about?
Are you going into the classroom to teach, or are you doing?
No. It's all remote.
Okay,
we're doing all remote. So no, I'm
nice.
At home.
But yeah,
since,
LA shut down. We are so shut down.
Yeah. So that's how I know you're. Yeah, I work for LAUSD, and we're remote until further notice.
Good.
Which
that's good.
People ask me, like, some people say we're going to head back starting January because next week they're going to start COVID testing all the students and all the staff. So 600,000 students and 75,000 teachers. I was tested 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, it was before they even came. How was it? Oh, so you know what? It's like they take that long Q-tip and put it in your nasal cavity. Have you ever had a Japanese food and you have wasabi?
No.
No. Oh, if you ever have wasabi and it hits the back of your throat, it's like that. You're like, oh. Yeah. But it was cool. And it's less than 10 seconds. It's in there for 10 seconds. They pull it out and there you go. And 24 hours later, they send you an email, you know, or they'll send you an email if it's negative. The doctor said, I'm going to call you if it's positive. So they just sent the email. Actually, mine didn't even take 24 hours. I think by the time I did it, by the time I got home, like 3 hours later, I got a text message saying, yeah, your test results and looked at it and was like, cool.
Because I've been hearing a lot of false positive and false negative test results.
Yeah, my mom had those.
You know, I think a lot though. See, and that's because here's what my wife was telling me. She said on the news, a lot of people are saying like come in for the test and it takes longer than 24 hours. You know what? It's one of those have and have not things. I think it's coming down to your type of insurance. And I think like who's testing, you know, like, cause I saw like CVS was testing the other day. I'm with UCLA. So I just went to UCLA medical building. It's just like in and out, like you drive through real fast and they did it. And then those results came back. It was like, say less than 4 hours later. I think it's coming down to the stuff like that, like, you know, that type of insurance that people are carrying. But for now, we are, as LEOSD, we're on remote learning. But I think, personally, I don't think we're going to go back the entire year. I think we're going to stay out until next year. But there's some people saying, since the district is ramping up, they're starting testing and they're testing everybody. I think they're doing that now to try to get in place a daily testing. That's what they're trying to do. Kind of like how the NBA did the bubble and they were daily testing people. I think they're ramping it up because they want people to come on campus. Because fortunately or unfortunately, like Dee was saying, a lot of people just use school as a place to drop the kids off. You know, and is it good or bad? You know, unfortunately, there are a lot of people that I got to get to work and I got young kids and I can't afford to be here. And I mean, that's just the way it is. So
I'm curious, Cali, like, how are you teaching? Did they drop off a smart board for you?
Well, I have my laptop. You know, the district issues teachers laptop.
Oh, I mean, you just kind of do screen. You just kind of just like share your screen and kind of like.
I do.
So you don't have like a makeshift chalkboard that you're writing on and then we're following? No.
No, I could just do it on Zoom because Zoom allows for all that. Like I just share my screen and then I'll do a Jamboard, like a Google Jamboard or Google Slides or Google Docs, something like that. So, but I mean, now we have the option. Yesterday I went to campus because every teacher has the option. If you want to come into campus, you can teach from your classroom. I could just teach from my whiteboard in the classroom. So yesterday, just to get a break, because yes, we've been here since our last day of work on campus was March 13th. So I've just been in here in my living room, sitting at my dining room table teaching. So yesterday I was like, you know what? Let me just get a change of scenery. So
have you had any kids do flash mobs in the middle of your class and just break out and start dancing?
No, because see, I'm one of those. I know how to use the technology. I lock them out. put them all on mute, take away, disable this, that, and the other. We had some teachers the other day we had some teachers today got Zoom bombed and a couple of kids acting up. And I saw a video from my daughter's school it wasn't her class, but another class, kid just going off on a teacher, and he didn't know how to mute the kid and kick the kid out. But that's the learning curve where some of the teachers aren't used to the tech. Like because I taught summer school. So I spent the summer anyway going through the tech. Like, all right, so when we come back to school, I know I got to disable this. I can't have the kids annotating, because kids can annotate on your shared screen if you don't disable it. So they can, like, this other teacher the other day had somebody draw a dick on the screen. Right in the middle of class. And I was like, why did you disable the annotate? Like, you can disable it so they can't annotate on the screen. And she was like, I didn't know how. And so I'm teaching my lesson, and there's big old dick and balls just on the screen. And so I think that it's just the learning curve on both the teachers.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and the students. So no, I don't have it. You know, my wife just said that the other day, because she's like, you're the only one that seems to never have any craziness happen on your calls. I'm like, because I know how to use the tech. I have a kid in there, like I had a kid today, and there's no mandate for the district. You don't have to have your camera on, which is great, because I don't need to be in every kid's bedroom, because unless their parents are like on them, sit up, get dressed, blah, blah, blah. Like summer school, I was teaching high school, summer school, and some of the kids, they just laid in the bed working. I'm like, I just turned the camera off because I got that. I can do it myself. I'm like, I don't need to be there in that environment, blah, blah, blah. But I had a kid today, had his camera on. He's just not even paying attention. I'm going over the lesson. He's just flipping the pen. He's talking on the phone. And so I just shut his camera down. Like, I don't need to see that, you know.
Where was this when I was in school? Like, you take my phone, you take everything, and it's like, you better be watching. It's like, no eating in the class. And like, my niece just be living it up. I'm like, what are you doing? She was like, oh, I'm making avocado toast. And I'm like, aren't you in the middle of class? Like, I mean, there's a lot of steps to make an avocado toast, bitch. What are you doing? I don't know. It's hilarious to watch.
But right there, it takes everybody for this to work. Right. Mm-hmm. And the problem is, like, we were having that conversation last week when he asked me, the students who are successful are the ones whose parents have them on a routine. That as simple as that. You got them on a routine, and you don't have to helicopter parent your child, but you got to have them on a routine, and you got to stay on them, and you got to check in with them. You got to check their devices. You got to check what they're doing. You got to check. You got to parent. And right. A lot of parents don't parent. So yes, them being home is so funny, because, you know, in my whole 20 plus years of teaching, parents try to shut down school, parents pull kids out of school. I'm sending my kid to charter school. You teachers don't know what the hell you're doing. Now they had to spend 5 months with their kid, and they're like, oh my God, can we send them back to school? You teachers are great, and you're wonderful. And now all of a sudden I'm a super essential person. Prior to that, you know, you don't like the district, you don't like LESD, you don't put any effort into your community school. You're quick to say something negative and not anything positive. But I think a lot of parents who haven't been responsible parents, it's coming back on them right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's coming back on them right now. So, I mean, D and I talked about that before, because he asked me that last week. And he was like, how about the single parent and blah, blah, blah. I said, dude, you were a single parent. How'd you raise your son to go from elementary, middle school, and graduate college? And what'd you say?
Yeah, I kick ass. I kicked his ass.
That's it.
I threatened to kill him. Yeah. It worked with me. You know, it kept me, kept me out of court and jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta be a responsible parent. That's all it is. It's not school.
My parents were responsible, but they were still up at that school every week though. I had a mouth. Okay. I don't know. I just found ways to just fuck with you, but not use curse words. We read
there you go.
Okay. I was like, this is like, we're gonna have an intellectual conversation during class. We're gonna disrupt the whole day.
Good Lord.
Well, you know, I threatened mine. At least my son. I said, listen, I will come and sit in the classroom with you.
Man, that's all right.
And nobody wants that.
Yeah,
nobody wants that.
Nobody does not want their mom up in the classroom.
That's all right. Nobody wants their mama in it. Hey, especially don't come in the nobody wants their mom in the class.
No.
Right. Yeah. Please do not come up in there.
My
Right.
wife,
Not much,
my
not much
wife went,
privacy.
yeah,
You
my
know, I
wife
take
went
the doors
once.
off the hinges,
Yeah.
all of that. Listen
My-
to phone calls.
My wife went one time to our daughter's class, and that was it. She was like, and my wife showed up, and it scared the teachers, and the teachers told us like, we'll never call you guys again because it wasn't even that serious. We're like, well, then don't call us. But I mean, like, you sent a text and said that she did something, so we responded. But after that, they were like, yeah, never again.
With the quickness, you responded with the quickness. There was no
never.
delay.
Yeah,
Wait, but doesn't your daughter go to your? She went to your school though. Was that
she
what
did?
she was
Yeah. She did. She did attend the school I was teaching at, and so in her English class, her teacher sent me a text because we're friends and just said that, you know, your daughter said this. Said she was kind of back talking supposedly. Man, I had conference. I walked right over to the class and snatched her out of class. And then when I got home, told my wife, and then the next day, my wife drove, you know, yes, we're at the same school, but my wife drove her to school and sat in on her class. And the teacher after that was like, man, I didn't think it was that, you know, I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to call you guys again. Because the teacher sent it to me, but then she realized like, Jesus Christ, like these are parents that are right on it. And this is a really good kid. Like they know my daughter, like she's really good. So there's just one day she said something, like I think the teacher said, the teacher said, do you think I'm crazy? And my daughter was like, I mean, if you are, I don't know, you know, but that's my daughter just answering because she's just trained to answer back.
I'm here for you. Get it, Jade. You tell her. I mean, if you are a girl, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Here's Saito. And Saito's reminding you of the background issue. I can hear her.
Yeah, that's what, because she just walked out and was like, remember she said I'm crazy? Like, oh, heck. So, but my daughter, we trained her just to answer adults. So when that teacher said that, she just answered. So the teacher was like, oh, did she just call me crazy? And that's when she sent me the text and everything. But yeah, that's all it takes. It takes responsible parents. That's pretty much it.
Summarae, you say you got two boys. One of the questions that's been going around.
No, I have two girls.
She has two girls. She said two girls.
And
two
a boy.
Girls,
one boy.
yes.
Well, who's an adult that lives in Atlanta.
Okay, so you got a girl and a boy in the house.
Right.
Okay, so my question is, do you knock on the door before you go into their room, or do you just go in?
No, I'm not knocking on the door.
I paid a mortgage around here.
Absolutely not.
It's like, no.
Mama.
So the look is your answer, basically?
Yes.
I don't knock on the, you know what? There have been times where I knocked on the door. Maybe let me see. If my oldest daughter is 17, she'll be 17. Maybe twice I knocked on the door, but typically no.
No way. Yeah, no way.
Okay,
did you?
Oh, no.
Hell no, you didn't. I know the answer to that. No, he didn't.
Oh, hell no, I ain't knock on nothing. You better not be doing anything. Right. No.
Yeah. Right.
I better not walk. Look, if I walk on you and you doing something that most men do when they lock up in a room, you're not going to get a whooping. I'm like, all right, make sure you're using your right hand.
Yeah, that part.
We don't want to left-handed. Right, we don't want a left hook. You know,
yeah. It's just like the head right there. Just
something right. So what is next for you?
Well, again, I'm releasing a new song shortly. It's called Mind Your Business.
Okay.
It's Mind Your Business, you know, and that song is about, you know, staying out of people's relationship, staying out of others' finances. Just mind your business. You know, you don't have to worry about how much somebody's making, what car they're purchasing, and, you know, just stay in your own lane.
Look, I came in late because I had the other meeting. So did I miss where you're from, how you got started, what made you start singing, who were your inspirations? Did I miss that convo?
Okay, she can answer that, but we answered that the first time she came on about a couple years ago. But you can address that now. Who are
you? Refresher. I wasn't here.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, she was new.
But go ahead, Summarae. Go ahead, answer.
Okay, where do I start? My
where
inspiration. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, born and raised.
Okay.
Hill District, Homewood. Shout out to the Hill District and Homewood. I'm from both. Two of the roughest neighborhoods in the city.
Oh,
from the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Trump hasn't visited that part of this.
I know he hasn't.
No.
Your music, how'd you get started singing? I mean, was that something that you grew up doing, something in church, something that you were singing to this guy and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna make a record?
Well, I did used to sing to guys in school, but I joined my first R&B band at the age of 19 years old. Okay. Shout out to Top Flight Band. They gave me my first opportunity to sing. And I've been singing ever since. I think I stayed with them for 5 years. I was very insecure. I was very shy. I lacked confidence. So singing helped me get over that hurdle. You know, I didn't know what to say to the audience. I'm like, oh, I don't know what to say. What do I say? You know, and they were like, well, you better say something. So, you know, 19 years old, that's how you learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you sing? Do you sing? Who produced your music? Because, like I said, I was watching YouTube the other day, watching the tracks and everything. Are you producing that, or somebody else producing?
I write my own lyrics. I write all my own lyrics from the first word you hear to the last. And my producer is multi-platinum Butter from California. He's from Pittsburgh originally, but relocated to California.
Butter's done a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
He's done
Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Aaliyah, Exhibit. And I could go on and on and on. My cousin Shawnee's.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
It's coming back to you, huh?
Yeah.
Cal, you still got that picture, man? I got it.
Yeah, I do.
Still got the autograph picture? Yeah.
I still got it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Back in the day,
she's my first cousin. She's my first cousin.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes, that's why the family resemblance is so strong.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, she looked, man. She looked to me. She looked like Shanice's mom, Crystal.
No, I love it when you see a family where everyone looks the same. You know what I mean? It's like you can tell the relation. Because in mine, like even with my sister and myself, you really can't tell. Like if you look at my mom and my dad, like my dad's darker skin and my mom's light skin, but you automatically think I look like my mom. My sister looks like my dad, but it's switched. I look like my dad who's darker. Like literally, I'm a man. Like just all in the face, all of it. You know, just
like
straight up. So I love that, like how you could just like, you're like, oh, I can see the family relation. They did this thing on Facebook a couple of years ago where they had siblings stand in a room, but not next to each other. And someone had to pair them together and nobody was pairing the right ones together. I think they did 5 people who were the ones who had to pair. Not one person got one pair right of the siblings.
Wow.
And they chose siblings who did not really look alike. But then when you looked at 2 of these girls, you were like, I could see it. I could see it. They were sisters. And these are people who have like same mom and same dad. They wanted, you know, that, but they couldn't do it. And it's like, if we put y'all in a group, we'd be like, you already know.
That's funny.
Well, you know, my mom always said, you look more like your auntie I look more like my Aunt Crystal than I do my mom. So, and everyone says it. Everywhere I go.
Did you ever think when you were younger, like, did she just give me away? Did she just?
I asked her that one day. I say, you sure? You just didn't just hand me off.
Right, you can just tell me.
Yeah. I even teased Shawnice at one point, and I was like, you know, I'm really the daughter.
That's really funny. That's really funny. Is she still married to Flex?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just
happily.
That would make news.
Yeah.
Would it make news now? Maybe it would make news. Would it make entertainment news right now?
Yes.
Probably.
If they separated. What's the last movie Flex did?
Well, you know what? Because how close they are. I mean, you know, they got. I mean, though they're married, it's like they got a unique relationship. They're just super duper close. Like even if they're his virtual mix show he does on Instagram, she's like right by his side dancing. Unless she falls out, you know, sometimes she'll pass out and he'll be there by himself. But for the most part, you know, they're like together. They do everything together. They're like the modern he can't sing. Ashford Simpson.
Oh, Valerie and Nick.
Yeah,
Ashford.
but Flex will try to sing, but you know what I mean. They're like the modern day Ashford Simpson. They're like together doing everything.
It's a beautiful thing.
So,
beautiful
wait, Summer, I really
Yes.
want to know though. So, okay, we just released this single. So when can we expect the next single though?
I don't know. Soon. All I can say is soon. It's being mastered now as we speak. So I would like to release it. I would like to release it maybe October.
Yeah. And what frame of mindset are you in when you write your songs? Like you said, you like to write ballads, right? Because we like to your songs leave a lasting impression. But it's what mood are you mostly in when you start to get your juices flowing? Is it any moment of the day that can just spark something?
Well, you know what? No, I don't have a set time or day because I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I work, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So creativity can occur anywhere at any given time. Anything can spark it. I normally sleep with a tape recorder, my phone, the app. I normally sleep with that nearby and a paper and notepad, paper and pen. I said notepad, paper and notepad, but paper and pen. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't judge me. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, and so whenever the creative juices flow, I'm ready.
Okay,
but
so
I don't know when.
What are you listening to right now besides your music? Who, like, if we were to hit your phone, hit stream, and the play button, who are you playing right now?
Jill Scott. I love Jill Scott.
Okay.
Sade.
Okay.
Old school, Earth, Wind and Fire.
If you could see someone
Phyllis
live
Hyman.
right now, who would you see?
See someone live.
Yeah, okay,
hey, who would you pay to go see?
Not pandemic. Actually, who would you break pandemic quarantine to see? Who would you be like, you know what? I'll put my mask on, my gloves, my hazmat suit on. I'm coming to see somebody. Who would you go see?
Living. They're living.
Yeah.
But you know what? It probably would be Mary J.
Mary J.
I love Mary J. Blige.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she puts on a show.
She does.
Every time.
I love Mary J.
Look, Allie, that's a good question. That's a very good question.
Oh, I thank you. Thank you for my journalism. I didn't go to college, but I do practice things.
That's a very good question. Who would you break pandemic for to go see live? That's a good question.
I mean, who would I break
my cousin.
Exactly. See, I don't think any of my family members would say that. I invited them over for movie night and everybody was late. They would not be like, yeah, you're gonna tell the same jokes we heard before? Are those the same jokes? Okay, we're not coming. Okay, new jokes? Are they sex related? Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna leave the house. That's my family. They're like, no, we're great. I'm like, that's so supportive.
I asked your cousin this before. I'm gonna ask you, when you perform your songs and when it comes to when you're in the bridge or whatnot, and it's time to do your runs, do you know the runs you're about to do? Because a lot of artists will change their runs up a lot. Do you know the run that you're about to do before you do it, or does it just come naturally?
Sometimes I do. I'm not a big runner. I'm more of a lyricist and writer.
Okay.
So sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It could go either way.
Got you.
But I'm definitely not a huge runner.
You're not Beyonce. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm Summarae. I do my own thing.
I'll take Summarae.
You say Beyonce does too many? Beyonce does too many runs?
Oh, okay.
Do I think Beyonce does too many runs? Hell yeah.
Summer, one of our viewers is asking, is it hard for you to get your family and friends on board to do your projects?
No. It's not hard.
You guys seem really close knit, so I would be like, no. It's like, I'm doing a song. Where you at? Okay, need you at 7.
No, they're very supportive. Like I said, she co-wrote Love Hurts with me. And when I presented Love Hurts, it was in a blues format.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember it now, but it was just in a straight blues format.
You get that feel when you listen to it.
Yeah. So it wasn't structured as an R&B song. So she helped me with structure, and she co-wrote the song. She actually came up with the melody. She came up with the melody, and I came up with the lyrics, and it was like magical.
So, okay, I have another question for you. So, on the flip side of that, right? How are you when other people try to get you involved in projects, and let's say they're not your family, right? Like, let's say like there's a friend or half acquaintance of yours, and they're like, hey, like, you know, you're a great songwriter, and you know, like, I love your music and I love the stuff that you produce. Like, can you help me out with mine? Are you kind of like, let's see what you're working with? Or are you like, yeah, definitely?
I think I'm more like, let me see what you're working with first.
No, come on, man. You can't do that. No, you can't do that.
The reason why I say that is because you have to be in alignment, and the energy has to be right. The energy has to be right. When I first hooked up with my producer, he spent maybe about an hour and a half to 2 hours with me, asking me questions, getting to know me, asking me about my past, my style of music. You know, there were a lot of questions about who I was as a person. We just didn't just go into the studio when you just start recording. Well, initially we did, but after that, in order to continue to work together, we had a lot of conversations about the energy. So the energy has to be right, and you have to be in alignment with the vision. You know, and I think it's important to discuss the vision. I think it's important to discuss style. You know,
that's so true.
I mean,
it may not work.
Yeah, you do
my
that.
Personality and your personality may not fit. You may not like my style, my sound. I mean, I'm an alto. My voice is pretty deep. My singing voice is very deep. So once I tell you that, you may be like, oh, well, I want to go in a different direction, or I didn't understand where you were coming from. And it's just good to talk about that. So I'm not saying that I would say no, but I would like to discuss a little bit further what your vision is for yourself and your music, and what direction you would like to go in. And if my direction, or if my sound, if it fits, you know, your direction.
Yeah. No, I
you talk about it, but you know, that's your fam, that's your crew. You gotta at least try.
Well, I said if they weren't her family.
I said if it wasn't my family.
If it wasn't
okay.
If it's her family, I feel like she'd be like, we're gonna work it out. We're right.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Okay. Then yeah. If somebody's just trying to hire you as a hired gun, yeah. Because I was just thinking.
Said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to discuss business.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're family or not, you have to discuss.
You do
you
that.
have to discuss business. You know, is it kindness or is it business?
I hear that.
Because if not, there'll be some hurt feelings and misunderstandings. Better talk about it. What's your intention? What's your intentions?
I know, and that especially us. We really don't. We know it has to happen, but you gotta get the business taken care of first.
You have to.
Yeah, you gotta get the business taken care of. You guys have, you know, we kept it on for about an hour and a half. Anybody got anything else they want to add?
That was great.
I'm okay. If you could go on tour with anybody and not you opening up for them, like not them opening up for you, just to go vibe and jam out with someone, who would that be?
I would have to say Jill Scott. Again, I have to say Jill Scott. And the reason why I like Jill Scott so much is because not only is she an excellent writer and singer, but she's also a poet. And I just love her vibe. I love her spirit. I just love everything about her.
So what is your take on this whole, have you been keeping up with the verses? Because I felt that up to this point, Jill Scott and Erykah Badu probably had one of the best verses that's been happening. Have you been tuned into that?
Of course.
Is Shanice going to take on the winner of Brandy and Monica?
They don't have brackets. They don't do brackets. So
yeah,
I
don't know, and I don't know what anyone's doing.
They should do brackets.
You know,
that'd be dope if they did brackets.
They should do brackets.
But
I
you
just
gotta.
said my new song is called "Mind Your Business," so I don't know what anyone's doing, how anyone's doing it. I'm just, in my own lane, worrying about what I'm doing.
You will have to find that. You will have to find that perfect matchup too, because the matchup has to work.
The energy has to be right. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking when Shanice was out, there weren't too many female artists out when she came out.
No.
Came after Tracy Spencer, maybe.
Yeah.
Tracy Spencer was there when she was around. But
yeah,
I'm sure Shanice be down for it if they asked her to do it. But But I like the one they got coming up with Monica and Brandy.
Yes, I will watch that.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
I'm all
I
for
was
that.
a little disappointed when Chris Brown said he didn't want to do the one with Usher.
Right, he said
he'll lose. He'll lose. Usher got more hits.
No, it's not even about who lose, because it all depends on for me, when I was watching the Snoop Dogg and the DMX one, my mom was like, how do you everyone was asking how do you feel about this? What's the vibe you get from watching this? And I feel like I'm sitting in the living room watching Grandpa sing his song, rap his songs with his best friend. And it's like, all right, yeah, go Grandpa. All right, you sing it to the track. You on beat. That's what I feel like I'm watching.
Wait. You know what, Allie? Hold on. You know what?
Grandpa?
You know what, Allie?
They would be Grandpa.
D just asked that question about the verses. I gotta say, ever since the Teddy Riley Babyface, now they all just seem like love fest. They don't seem like a battle. I like with Teddy and Babyface, it seemed like a battle. Right,
because
Teddy would say something and then Babyface was on the low, like, well, I mean, you did that, but here, bam.
Exactly.
I know. And
now
then
it just
the guitar starts singing.
Then he started singing. Now it just seems like I like Jill Scott, I like E Badu, and it was cool, but I got bored because then, and even Snoop and DMX, they kept praising one another, and I'm kind of looking like,
it was very.
I like that.
And
where's the battle?
There was a lot. It was like friendship and fellowship, and that part didn't bother me. What bothered me was.
I liked Teddy and Face. It was a battle where they were just underhandedly saying things. And
obviously,
I thought
Cali's
that was cool.
here for the drama.
No, but that's not drama.
I like the love fest.
No, that's not drama. Don't call it verses then. Call it collabos.
Verses can mean different things. They're verses.
Yeah,
I like it.
Like a heated animosity thing, nah.
I'm here for it.
I watch them. The only one that's held my interest from beginning to end, I'm telling you, was that after the Babyface and Teddy Riley, then they started slacking. The Love Fest started happening, and I was just like,
I'm here for the Love Fest.
But this one, they're moving into the Tyler Perry studio, so I'm thinking, I think one of the reasons why Brandy took this battle up, because she just dropped her album, and it'll be great for sales.
That's the point. And
so I believe Monica just released something not too long ago.
It's gonna be a love fest, and I'm like,
I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
right.
no, I'm all for
it. It's just the DJ and the hip hop culture in me. I want to see we can battle, but then we're still friends. So I just want to just like that.
No, I feel like you as the consumer want some drama.
I don't care about. No, I don't like the drama. I don't like the drama. I don't care the drama, but I just like them. I like the swag of no, I'm a better producer.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm a better DJ, and I like that swag going back and forth. And that's what Teddy and Face had. And after that, now everybody just seems to be.
No, that's because the way Teddy stepped in was like, "Oh, my stuff is hot," and it's you ain't even got your sound together, Teddy. I don't understand. Teddy stepped in with his ego, and he couldn't drop it. And then when they came back the second time, Teddy was still yup, last week didn't even happen. It did, Teddy.
With Snoop and DMX, I got Snoop won the battle hands down because just Snoop was on point with the freestyle and everything. But as soon as they stop, it's I love you, you love me, and I love that song. I'm like, come on, man.
I thought it was sweet.
Oh, Summer, come on.
We always see them with
brotherly love
or this beef. We always see rappers with beef and the stigma. And I was to see them, these older rappers, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to say Grandpa Summer, but I call them grandpas. Anybody over 50 is a grandpa to me.
Wait a minute, anyone over what age?
No. Men. I'll rephrase. Men. Anyone over 50. The women
chime in, man. Chime in.
Well, you see, I was like, what?
I'm just gonna explain myself anyway. So, but like I honestly
goddamn millennials. There we go.
You know how I feel when you say that. That is such a cuss word. He says it with such negativity. It's just so rude.
Millennials want the love fest.
Anyway, but we always see rappers like always in this place of like, you know, beefing it out or like, yeah, what's good? You know, like you see that and you rarely get to see them like be friends. You rarely get to
you see them all the time be friends. No, you see them all the time be friends. So I'm like, and I'm not saying that DMX and Snoop aren't friends. Or Jill Scott and Erykah Badu aren't friends, but you do want to see that little swag, like, you hit me with that one, I'm gonna hit you back.
Swag. I felt the swag. I felt like DMX was like, I need these fresh red shoes. I need these fresh red Tims. Who's going to buy my red Tims? I need them. My verses is tonight. Who's getting my Tims? I feel like he was styled. I feel like he was like, I'm gonna look so fresh. Okay, it's like, hey, Grandpa. Okay, you know. Anyway.
And I loved his prayer in the beginning.
That was dope.
Like. Yeah,
that was dope. I like that a lot. You know, and it's helping out the artists too because their streams are going up. You know, they get, they get money in their pockets, so it's all working out. It's all working out. You know, what I just don't like, you got some of these has-beens come up. Hey, I won't do it. I got some hits, but you know, whatever. Like Bow Wow was like, yeah, you know, I was like, hey, who gonna battle me? Like, nobody. Lil Romeo. How about nobody?
Yeah, how about no one? Lil Romeo.
Let me slow.
Summarae.
Yes.
First of all, thank you for coming on. I know it's late on the East Coast, but it's better than 1 o'clock in the morning.
It is. That was really late, but we did it. I showed up.
That's right. Right. It was guys. When I told her, I was like, "Look, we got a guest." I was like, you know, I told her who was coming on. Then I called. I hooked up with Summer, and I was like, "Look, we're virtual now." And her first response was, "Oh my God, I gotta get cute." I was like,
"That's exactly what I said." I was like, "What?"
Well, you did it. You achieved it. Snap stuff, mama.
It's like, what? I said, "You mean to tell me I get cute for Zoom?"
There it is.
That's what's up.
Well, I just want to thank you all for having me. I appreciate you. You know, I always say, "Hey, family," but now you really are family.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And man, when you drop that song in a couple months, you gotta come back on and do at least. Well, I don't know if the videos coming. I don't know if nowadays they come at the same time, videos and the songs.
Mm-hmm.
So when you drop the video, man, please come here and drop it.
Okay. All right.
That'd be cool.
And before you, I got something for you. I don't know if you're gonna remember, but this is one of my favorite songs back in the day.
Oh.
Turn the volume up.
You can't hear it?
No.
You got on mute. Where's your producer at? Tell him to turn that on for you.
He can't do it because it's playing.
You can't hear it?
No.
No sound?
No.
Very low.
It's
Turn
very
it up.
low.
Turn the volume up.
Somebody shoot the DJ. Shoot the DJ.
Tell all your friends, they'll come running to me. Here is the main thing.
Lord.
I thought I had it set up.
Look, now,
that's all right.
Look, now
we can't even hear you.
We can't even hear you.
Oh, okay, guys. No, we can't hear you. Oh my God, Summer, it has been amazing having you on the show. I'm so happy to finally meet you. I'm surprised I haven't met you in the circles before. Oh my gosh, you know, it's like we already talked about your whole family dynamic, but you know that everything intermingles. It's a small world, you know.
Yes,
you guys
we're all related.
Check out. Yeah, you guys got to check out her new single. You Are. The video's up. We just played it. It is lovely. We got to talk about where you got those wigs. I was feeling the hair. Okay, I was feeling the hair in all of them. Thank you very much. You did your thing, and
thank you.
You know what? It was positively amazing. Thank you so much. We are so happy to have you. And
thank you.
We will see
Thanks
you
for having
soon
me.
in the Outhouse.
Love y'all.
Thank you. We're going on a break. We're right back. Outhouse, baby.